family. This is Professor Griff, and this is the Serious Minds Brain Tonic. The Serious Minds Brain Tonic was created to sharpen the mind by protecting the cells and increasing the neurotransmitters associated with learning and memory. You can order the Serious Minds Brain Tonic right here on www.debbiestrywellness.com and or text me 678-557-2919. Peace. Greetings, family. This is Professor Griff, and this is the Serious Minds Brain Tonic. The Serious Minds Brain Tonic was created to sharpen the mind by protecting the cells and increasing the neurotransmitters associated with learning and memory. You can order the Serious Minds Brain Tonic right here on www.debbiestrywellness.com and or text me 678-557-2919. Peace. All right, greetings. Peace, family. Peace. Greetings to everyone. All right, this is your brother, Professor Griff, and this is On the Masses, right here on Black Power Media Reloaded. Shout out to everyone that support the platform. I think next week we're going to start a new thing where we're going to start mentioning those individuals that support the platform. All right, and I think it's a beautiful thing because they do need to be recognized. I'm not saying these individuals agree wholeheartedly with everything I say, even in the way that I say it. You shouldn't believe that. I know you don't believe that. All right. But in any event, we need to shout those particular individuals out. Today's subject, we're going to be talking about this whole idea of R. Kelly. Having an overdose of drugs. You would think when you hear that, you would think this happened in a dark alleyway in Chicago somewhere. No, this happened in a hospital, a prison hospital in which everything is calculated, measured, accounted for. Keep that in mind as we dive into this subject. All right? Keep that in mind as we dive into this subject. All right, let's do a check-in real quick to see where everyone is checking in from. I am checking in from the heart chakra. All right. Peace, Sean. What's good? Positive Soul. Peace. What's happening? Master Lee. What's good with you? All right. Circle the Block Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Circle the Block Radio right here on. All right. LA checking in. Little Mama, it's too premature. We didn't dive into it yet, but I'm going to remember your question. Is every prisoner automatically put on medication? No, this is something that R. Kelly kind of asked for based on his diagnosis of his condition, which was anxiety and a few other things. There you go, Little Mama. Racine, Wisconsin's checking in. Somebody checking in from McDonough. Ukema, Sukema, Ukema, Kema, Ma. Okay, I got you. All right. Some of y'all be checking in places I ain't never in my life heard of. For real. Anyway, let's dive into this real quick. All right. Let me see. I want to dive right into it because people say, Griff, you be taking too long, man, to kind of get into the subject. So let me get into the subject real quick. All right. I think I still have some info. Window. Do I got a window? No. Is it here? Yep, it's here. Wow. So simply, family, all you have to do is just do a Google search, put in R. Kelly overdose, and a wealth of information will come up. I wouldn't go on that one thing, but I would do cross-referencing, and I would cross-reference it with some other things that are going on in reference to the prison industrial complex. All right. Okay. As of June 25th, 2025, R. Kelly was hospitalized after his lawyers claimed he suffered a drug overdose caused by prison officials. All right. That's the first thing we need to talk about. Like I said a few minutes ago, I worked in prison. I was in the military in the late 70s. Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. All right. All of the medication is accounted for. All right. Dosage is measured and checked by hospital staff. All right. It is very difficult for me to believe that this man overdosed on some drugs caused by prison officials, unless it was one or two things: intentional and or by accident. Probably somebody knew on the staff and this kind of thing. All right. His attorneys allege that he was intentionally given a life-threatening amount of medication while in solitary confinement at the Federal Corrections Institution in Butner, North Carolina. Just the idea of being in Butner. Anyway, we won't talk about that right now. But the first thing that comes to Negroes' minds is, man, they're trying to kill R. Kelly. For what? For what? I heard one Negro talk about, yo, man, our people in prison, we need to look out after them and take care of them. Negro, please. No. We will not be doing that, bro. No. You talking about somebody that's taking off little girls and all that kind of stuff. And we don't have to say allegedly anymore because he's been convicted of it. All right. So come on, bro. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. All right. Get your mind right. On June 10th, Kelly was reported placed in solitary confinement against his will. Solitary confinement. Why would you place a man in solitary confinement against his will? June 12th, prison officials allegedly administered an increased dosage of his anxiety medication. June 13th, Kelly awoke feeling faint and dizzy, experienced vision loss and collapse and losing consciousness. Then hospitalization. He was transported to Duke University Hospital after prison medical staff could not assist him in reviving him. Diagnosis and treatment. At the hospital, Kelly reportedly learned he had received a life-threatening dose, and the doctors found blood clots in his legs and lungs. Doctors recommended a 7-day stay and surgery for his clots. Wow. Then returned to prison. Despite doctors' advice, Kelly was reportedly removed from the hospital by armed officers and returned to solitary confinement after 2 days. Yeah, that sounds kind of shaky. That sounds kind of shaky. So that is lawyers' claims and response. Assassination plot, allegedly assassination plot. R. Kelly's attorneys claimed the overdose was part of an alleged assassination plot by prison officials. They have filed motions seeking his release to home detention or confinement, alleging a fanciful conspiracy. What the hell is that? Hold on. Nope, I gotta look that up. I don't know what the hell that is. Hold on, fam. Hold on. I don't even know what the damn word means. FANSIFUL. What is that? Definition. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Fanciful, existing only in imagination. Fanciful, okay. Basically a fanciful, only existing in his imagination. So he's kind of dreaming this up kind of thing. So the assassination thing is something that he's kind of dreaming up. So his home detention, alleging a fanciful conspiracy and that officials are trying to prevent Kelly from exposing misconduct. If there's misconduct in the prison, I'm sure R. Kelly is not the only one that knows this. All right. Denial of surgery. His lawyers also state that Kelly's life is in jeopardy because he was denied necessary surgery for his blood clots in his lungs. Wow. Government response. Federal prosecutors have characterized his claims as fantastic and fanciful, denying the allegations. R. Kelly's current status. R. Kelly remains at the Federal Correctional Institution in Butner, North Carolina, serving a 30-year sentence for racketeering and sex trafficking. Wow. A federal judge has denied his request to be released to home detention, stating the lack of jurisdiction. Kelly's attorney continued to speak his release and have reportedly appealed to President Donald Trump for a pardon. That's it in a nutshell, fam. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about R. Kelly's situation? All right. Betty Jenkins, this is not our language. Please keep in mind that this is our third language, and we are doing the best that we can. I have some white Americans who have master degrees in English that cannot pronounce maybe 3 or 4 words in the 1,000 different dialects that are there on the African continent. So Betty Jenkins, press the pause button, sis. We got you. This is not our language.
Well, you've been here long enough. Your ass should know how to pronounce certain words.
Gotcha.
I ain't playing with you, Griff. I'm going to take this.
Anyway. His lawyer claims someone from the Aryan nation approached Kelly saying he was sent to kill him, unalive him, but got cold feet. This is one of the stories I've also heard. Let me just say, not by any of the news sources. All right, just kind of figuring out some information. Some people that I know that know some other people that know some other people that know some other people. All right. Monique, you said R. Kelly knows, Marcus, pardon me. You said R. Kelly knows too much. Like what? Help me out, Marcus. Like what? What does he know? Help me out, Mr. Banks. What does he know? I'm putting some information in my new book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop, Book 3. So hit me up, Marcus, and you tell me what you think R. Kelly know that Professor Griff don't know. Because everybody talking now. Ever since the puppy thing started, everybody talking. All right? No, Mr. Banks, don't change the subject, sir. Tell us what you think R. Kelly knows, since you said he knows too much. Hey, Rob, I don't know what you mean by that, but prisoners that are in the Fed are not taking their own medication. That medication is being administered to them under careful watch, and everything is being filmed. So come on, let's think clear. This is serious minds. I know we want to arm the masses, but we have to start thinking a little bit deeper. Come on, fam, work with me. All right? Mrs. Moore, thank you very much. The possible consequences of being in prison and being in prison for what you're in prison for. I don't care how well you think you can sing. People frown on you coming to prison after taking off little girls. All right? No, we're not going to get off the subject, Mr. Banks. We're not going to do that. We're going to stay focused. Okay. Why do you think this information is coming out now, right, about R. Kelly? And I'm just throwing this out there. I think it has a lot to do with what we're talking about. But what I'm about to say might dive and spill over into conspiracy theory, which I don't mind because half of y'all think that about Professor Griff anyway. It's cool. You think this might reflect on their decision on what to do with Sean, Puffy, Combs, P. Diddy, Brother Love, the Baby Oil King? Yes. No? Come on. I'm just throwing it out there. Help me out. Let's think a little bit deeper today. All right. Could this have anything to do with how this is going to reflect on how they handle Brother Love? Thank you, my melanin. Thank you. To the Mr. Banks of the world and some of your other people that's on here. This is chess, not checkers. Think 3 steps ahead. When you make bold statement that you make it, Mr. Banks, you got to think 3 steps ahead. All right? We're trying to put you up on game right now. All right? Put your guard down. So you got your guard up, ready to throw some jabs. Come on down. Press the pause button. I've said that to you. These parents and these analysts should know. Well, it's come out in certain unofficial documentary films and other places that these people, I'm not mentioning no names, was renting and or selling their children into this kind of thing with the likes of Mr. Kelly. It's going on all the time. Some people came on and admitted that parents were involved. Damn. Back to your original thing, sir. You said Mr. Kelly knows too much. What does he know? Come on, talk to me, fam. All right? I see y'all want this to be a short show today. Maybe y'all still have some kind of affection for R. Kelly since he released a 2-minute song out of prison. Did y'all hear the song? All right, I didn't want to do this. Y'all killing me. R. Kelly new song from let's see if this is the song. I think this might be it. R. Kelly, I Can Die Now. New song from jail. That's 1 month ago. I'm not sure when it was, but let's look at it. Let's see.
Yeah. You know, sometimes life don't need much more when you got that one person. And it's like, you could just close your eyes and go in peace. I'm talking love so real, you could die for it. I've been chasing dreams through the fire and rain.
I don't know. I don't know about all that. No. We got to do something else. Some of y'all was bobbing your head already. Come on. Is this the same one? Yep. Same one. Y'all are killing me. I don't get, like I told you before, I don't give a rat's ass how good this dude can sing. There's been people that could sing in the past that have done things to our babies that I'm just one of them individuals I'm not letting fly. All right, you violate the babies, it's gonna be a problem with you.
You know, sometimes life don't need much more when you got that one person. And it's like, you could just close your eyes and go in peace. I'm talking love so real, you could die for it. I've been chasing dreams through the fire and rain, looking for peace in a world full of pain. Then you showed up like an angel in the night. Now I see heaven every time I close my eyes. I can die now, I done lived it all. With your love, girl, I've had it all. If tomorrow never comes, I'll still smile. 'Cause loving you made this life worthwhile. I can breathe out, let it all fade. With your kiss, I've been saved. If this is the end, I won't ask how. Baby, with you, I can die now. Used to think I needed the money and fame, cars, chains.
All right. Got you. Some of y'all are like, yo, that song is dope. Yeah, cool. So my question is, y'all are asking in your mind, can Professor Griff separate good music from, I guess, whatever this guy supposedly had done to the babies? Yeah, it's a different task for me. All right, that's a different task. Some of y'all keep putting AI. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? The motherfucker ain't shooting a goddamn video in prison. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Stupid asses talk about that's AI. What the fuck is it supposed to be? The motherfucker in solitary confinement singing a fucking song? Stupid asses. Betty Jenkins says, my son and nephew both served time in Butner. My son died in there. Wow. My nephew was murdered after he got out. Whoa. It might be something for us to look into, Miss Jenkins. Okay. Some of y'all ain't got the fucking brain you was born with, man. Let me get off here, because y'all killing me. Really, like, spiritually killing me. Like, the fuck are y'all talking about? Talking about that's AI. No joke, dipshit. I noticed something from a lot of y'all men. Y'all really hate women. I think a lot of y'all really hate black women. Because anytime I start talking about protecting the babies and the women and that kind of thing, y'all give Y'all give pushback too quick, too fast. Need to know some. Maybe they expected the video to look like Black Steel and Hour Chaos. I don't know, man. Need to know, to your other thing, why? Why do you need to have these artists stop making songs that foreshadow their deaths? Why? According to them, this is art. Yeah, Shawnee B, you need to be a little bit more specific. Like, because you said you have no sympathy for anyone, no matter who it is that violates an innocent person, be it a child or adult. Yeah, I want to ask you about Black history then. Yes, that's exactly where I was going. I didn't want to take it there on this talk, but yes, it's kind of ugly. I did some research, connect with some people that have some other information, and yes, some victims were definitely talking about how they were sold into the industry as, workers under the guise of this is what you do to make it in the industry. And mind you, the Epstein files are still out there. The King files are still out there. JFK files are still out there. Some COINTELPRO files are still out there. I could go on and on and on. Yeah. I had a talk yesterday on AI. Smarty Jones, thank you very much for Super Chat. Talking about AI and talking about Timberland on how he signed an AI artist. So when I'm hearing this song and I'm seeing this stuff with R. Kelly, that's one of the first things that come to mind. I do know of people that recorded stuff from prison. It don't sound that good and that clear sonically. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Razzcast record something from prison? I could be wrong about the artist. I don't know if you I'm just saying, I'm looking at some of the comments. I could not be a parent and have my 13, 14-year-old go off with some R&B star or some pop icon or somebody. Or need to know. How do you know he doesn't feel that way? He also made a song, he believed he could fly. I can tell you subjects and titles for many songs. We don't know what goes on in the heads and in the heart of people that sit down and pen songs about death. No, Sean, I'm not letting my 14, 15-year-old go hang out with Willie down the street. No. But Willie down the street also know that if something happened to my child, Willie down the street won't be Willie down the street. Willie will be in Green Lawn somewhere. I know, Jack. Need to know. Act like this is first time here. I don't know. Need to know. Maybe you need to know. This ain't your first rodeo, bro. On IG, Second Chance Life says, we have witnessed so many changes in the industry. What kind of changes did we witness in the industry? I'm curious. Gerald, you asked what's going on. Well, we're talking about R. Kelly and his overdose ending up in the hospital. What's going on? Peace, man.
Griff, what's going on, my brother?
How you feel?
Man, it's amazing just seeing you. I hadn't seen you in some years.
Oh,
it's been a while.
Yeah, I'm black, still here on the scene, still doing,
Hey, and looking absolutely amazing.
Oh, give thanks. Reflection of you. I just got a little bit more hair, that's all.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, when I speak of the changes that you and I have witnessed, of course, we come up during a time when music was a lot different from what it is today. And some of the antics that a lot of us, were partaking in back then were the antics of a child. And once we grew up and became more mature, we put aside those childish ways and tried to be more mature in the industry. Unfortunately, a lot of people have not shared that same sentiment. And so that's when I said we've witnessed so many different changes, because over the years, the artists have matured and, they've become more responsible. And, when that's not the case, then the issue is that, those artists, talents have to be revisited, because now you're looking back at some of that artistry and some of that art, and now you're reinterpreting it in a different way, because you're thinking to yourself, well, what is the real mindset of this particular, artist or this composition?
So let me ask you something. So give me an example when you say artists have matured. Give me an example of who are you speaking of?
Well, I mean, I'm speaking of really, myself, a lot of the
No. Take you out of it. No, don't put yourself in the center of it. Don't center yourself in this madness, bro. We talk about the ones that the masses of the people looking at, like the ushers and the rest of these characters.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Give me an example of who.
Okay. For instance, you have someone like Big Boy, Andre 3000.
Wait. Big Boy from Outkast?
Yes.
Yes. Big Boy is matured in his music. Good brother. You're matured as an individual. Yes. Definitely. Yeah. Big Boy. Yep. Andre 3000, 3 Stacks. Yes. I would agree.
Exactly.
Right.
100%.
Now, if they look back at their work, what would they say about their work?
They would say that, it was for that period and for that time.
So Miss Jackson is for that time?
Yes.
Okay.
It was for that time. Like, it may not have as much relevance today, and it may not be as welcomed today as it would be how it was back then.
So the essence of them, what they put together in reference to the thoughts they were having putting that song together, you were sitting on this phone telling me that a song like Miss Jackson is not relevant today. Stop the blood clot crying.
I'm not saying it's not relevant. I'm not saying, I don't know if it's going to be perceived in the same manner.
No, because it's a different audience today.
Exactly.
But
they have no care about Miss Jackson. She's not even a factor. They're not concerned.
Well, Miss Jackson is a factor because what they talked about, if you listen to the song and you piece it apart, that's everybody, that's every mama accusing the boyfriend of doing some X, Y, and Z. That's every, so it is relevant today. It's more relevant today.
Well, I mean, I can understand that, but I'm just thinking just in terms of, because he's basically appealing to the mother of the mom.
Well, yeah, and that's what's going on today.
Right, but the thing is I don't know how many of these kids nowadays really care about what the mother thinks, let alone what the baby mother thinks, let alone what the mother thinks.
I hear you. You're right. I got you. You're right. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So it's going to take individuals like you and I to come along and say, hey, hold slow, press the pause button. Hold on. Miss Jackson means this. And it probably would have to be explained to this generation coming up right now.
Exactly.
All right. Someone said, who is this, Griff? I'm talking to this brother on IG. And hold on. Yeah, but the brother, hold on. No. The brother's absolutely correct. I'm agreeing with him. There's no pushback here. You understand what I'm saying? I just need to listen a little bit more because he's right. Today, they not checking for the baby mama, the mama's mama, mama's mama. They're not. And that's just the realization of it. Yeah.
They're definitely not. And the thing about it is, the sad part about it, in this day and age, the mamas, the baby mother and the mama's mama probably are pretty much kids themselves.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
Kids trying to raise kids.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I did. I was doing some research to put in my upcoming book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop Part 3. And I was piecing apart, what does the nursery rhymes really mean? The true meaning of them. And it's sad. We've been dealt a deadly daily dose of satanic vibrations, man, ever since we were small. It's ugly. I don't want to get into that right now, but yeah, it's critical, bro. Man, it's critical. Yeah, but I really appreciate you coming on, man.
Hey, it was good seeing you, Griff. Like I say, you know, been some time, but I'm always here for you 100%. You know, like I said, you've always given me good advice. You've always been there, you know, for me, Snow, and everybody else who reached out to you. You know, so,
give thanks, good bro. How's Snow doing? He all right?
Snow's doing amazing, man. Snow is doing absolutely amazing.
Yeah, when you talk to him, tell him he owe me $3, man. Can you get that for me? Nah, tell him I said peace, man.
For sure, brother. We got to get together and do lunch, man.
All right, good bro. All right, on you.
hey, you already know. There ain't no problem. Hey, for all the advice you done given me, I owe you a few lunches. So
give thanks.
Got that.
All right, good bro.
All right, take it easy.
All right, peace.
All right.
All right,
peace.
All right, fam. All right, so okay. So today's subject was R. Kelly overdosing, ending up in the hospital. Lawyers saying they were trying to unalive him on purpose. I was asking the question, why do y'all think that is so? But since we're running out of time, we're not going to beat the point down into people's heads. We're just going to say, okay, well, there has to be a real reason. Someone came on and said he know too much. I say know too much about what? All right. We do need to, coming to his aid, we do need to make music that's going to balance this thing out. We need to make music that's going to uplift and inspire and balance this thing out, simply because the generations that's coming up behind us. All right. I think my wife said it, Soleil. She says, I don't want to leave this planet letting the music that I put out be the only representation of who I am as an artist. So she gave us Encoded. All right. Me and my growth at 64, I should be doing, high vibrational music. We put out an EP 2 weeks ago. Let me see if I can give y'all the what's the name, so y'all can scan it. This is the EP that me and my wife put out a couple of weeks ago. Hold on. All right. It's called Rebel Alchemy. And I'm sure people in the audience can tell me, what is alchemy? What is alchemy? Come on, family. Y'all was just so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed a minute ago. What is alchemy? Brother Sean, thank you very much. www.professorgriff.bandcamp.com. Go to bandcamp.com. professorgriff.bandcamp.com. What is alchemy? All right. If you are a full-blooded baby Bible babbler, Bible thumping Christian, you may not want to have this conversation, because I see right now that Christians are putting comments up in the chat. This part of the conversation is really for you, but you may not think it's for you. All right. Someone said it's magic. Stop playing with me. What is alchemy? Can y'all give me a basic, regular Google definition that I can rock with? Because y'all are killing me. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Need to Know. Someone just said it's high science. Someone said it's magic. Someone said it's the alchemy is the African science of manipulation of energy. Okay. How about the transmutation? How about the art of transformation? How about taking base metal transformation, the idea of transformation, into gold? How about taking that idea of what that truly means and applying it to the human being? Nope. Mr. Banks, do you know what alchemy is? Listen, it's 12:50. I'm trying to help give you all an early lunch. Come on, we can eat off this. All of us can. I called the EP that me and my wife just released. Hold on, let me get the banner. See if I can get the right banner, Mr. Sean Carter. It's on www.professorgriff.bandcamp.com. Rebel Alchemy. So if we know what alchemy is, then what is rebel alchemy? What is rebel alchemy? Come on, fam. Talk to me. I don't know about that, Bruce Lee. I'm trying to get y'all to understand something very basic. We can take the idea of what alchemy is and the process of alchemy. And we can apply that to the human being to transform the human being into gods. That may not sit right with Christians. It might not sit right with most Muslims. But this deep science existed way before these religions. We're not going to dive into that right now. That's a whole nother conversation. Yes, Ish, me and Soleil released Rebel Alchemy. All right. Yep. I need y'all to go to what Sean Carter put up. www.professorgriff.bandcamp.com. Go check the album. Go check the EP out. Leave us a comment. All right. This helps the algorithm move kind of different when you leave a comment. All right. All right. All right. And those of y'all that are still out there, had a beautiful conversation with my brother from the town yesterday. He said, yeah, Griff, I'm going to need that Serious Minds brain tonic. Let me put the banner across the bottom so y'all know where to get it. www.devitribewellness.com. And he said he would definitely like the resurrection formula. We had to move it from the red bottle because they ran out, but you can get the resurrection. You can get the resurrection formula and Serious Minds brain tonic right there at www.devitribewellness.com. All right. And for the people that was on last night, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do something on TikTok. Very interesting conversation. We talked about Timberland. We talked about him signing an AI artist. And it was a very interesting conversation. Wish you could have been there. Yeah, it's very interesting. So is that the route we're going with Sean Carter? Signing AI artists? Let me put the let me see. I think I have it. You could scan. Can y'all scan this? Do me a favor, everybody take their phones and scan that for me real quick or screenshot it so you can scan it later. I'm going to scan it with y'all. All right. It takes you right here to all of the songs that were put out over the last year. All right. Shout out to my man Shane Shakur. We've been going back and forth over the last week trying to get the next video done. I had a conversation last night and the other day, Monday, talking about video editors, people that can film, that kind of thing. I think I connected with Q. I'm just waiting for him to hit me back. Need to know. Tell him to hit Unc back. All right. Did y'all scan that yet? It's the Soul Ohm Collective. Scan that. All right. So to sum this conversation up, do we believe that R. Kelly they were trying to unalive him? I wouldn't put anything past these people. All right. Whatever R. Kelly knows, R. Kelly knows. All right. Was there a white supremacist involved in that whole thing? That would be kind of dangerous in prison for that to actually take place. If you don't know anything about prisons, it's gang heavy. It's saturated with cliques and crews and gangs and that kind of thing. Yeah, and that would be ugly. Very ugly. Someone said, he was sent to go do harm to R. Kelly, and he got cold feet. I hear you. Why do y'all keep saying R. Kelly knows all kind of secrets? What are these secrets that he knows? Master Lee, what is the 4 Elements book? What do they need to know? What do they need to get him for? Why are they trying to get him? That's my point for being on here having this discussion. We can answer those questions out loud. Get him for what? Y'all act like R. Kelly is Ibrahim Traore. Get R. Kelly for what? Do y'all realize what happened to Nelson Mandela on Robben Island in South Africa? No? Need to know. Do you know? What do you mean get him? They can sprinkle something in his goddamn food every day. What do you mean get him? They don't need to send somebody, a white supremacist, to go shank him. Come on, fam. Matter of fact, no, don't come on. I'm getting the fuck off here. Peace. I'm out. Y'all killing me. Killing me. Y'all not thinking today at all. I'm getting my ass out. Greetings, family. This is Professor Griff, and this is the Serious Minds Brain Tonic. The Serious Minds Brain Tonic was created to sharpen the mind by protecting the cells and increasing the neurotransmitters associated with learning and memory. You can order the Serious Minds Brain Tonic right here on www.debbietrywellness.com and or text me 678-557-2919. Peace. Greetings, family. This is Professor Griff, and this is the Serious Minds Brain Tonic. The Serious Minds Brain Tonic was created to sharpen